activities. I'm sorry, you're probably going to hear this a lot from me over this year. It's become a huge challenge for us to do all the things, the high expectations of what we have of ourselves and what the community has for us with the 20 staff members we have on staff right now to do all of. Well, appreciate how much we appreciate them. See, I'm going to start getting emotional. How much we appreciate them and what they're doing, and they take on a lot, and we just super appreciate everything that they're doing and want them to always hear it. More and more of a toll, and I don't want people to get burnt out. Something from Mark's that flows into Derek's area is in regards to Eric's department for the maintenance department. Although those work orders may seem like they were lower than what we normally see in the prior years, they were brought over to deal with all of the tenant issues and cleaning up those new bays. So they weren't able to focus on these work orders. So that's another issue that we see coming into play is, do we have enough staff to manage all the various aspects of things that have to happen? I mean, you saw all these projects that Mark was talking about. They go from landscaping all the way to building structures, and having the crew to be able to manage that, but also be able to shift. And hey, we got this bay that's going to be empty here in 2 weeks. We need them in now so that they can clean it, get it up and ready to rent immediately so that we don't lose revenue. That's how everyone has to work so well together and make sure it flows so that we're not losing revenue, because they know Kim is waiting to see that revenue coming back in. The pressure of Kim wanting to see that revenue. No, just kidding. But there is, because everyone puts that own pressure on themselves. They don't want to see that lack of revenue. And we just work, just an amazing team that works together. They all want to make sure the success of the port and making sure we have the staff to be able to do all of these activities. I'm sorry, you're probably going to hear this a lot from me over this year. It's become a huge challenge for us to do all the things, the high expectations of what we have of ourselves and what the community has for us with the 20 staff members we have on staff right now to do all of this work. And just another highlight to vouch on is the waterfront development. We have doubled the waterfront development that the Port of Vancouver has, and they have tripled the staff working on their waterfront development. We have 3 at our port. When we met with them, they had at least 7 people at the table, and a couple of them were 100%. That was their job, 100% focused on the waterfront development. Dave, Mark, or I, none of us are 100%. We're the only 3, and like I said, we're double the waterfront development they're handling. And I think we're just doing an amazing job for the amount of people we have and the lack of revenue we have to be able to hire more people, because we really could use more to help us with all these projects that we have. So that was my little bandwagon on, we need more money to have more staff. And now, because I just really, you guys, Commission, if you can just give shouts out to the staff whenever you can, it would be great. I want to keep morale up. I want them to all appreciate how much we appreciate them. See, I'm going to start getting emotional. How much we appreciate them and what they're doing. And they take on a lot. And we just super appreciate everything that they're doing and want them to always hear it, especially during this COVID period. We did a salary survey. We did an employee survey to make sure are we meeting your needs here in this last quarter. That was something I didn't bring up. You know, we're working on that. We're working on performance plan. What are we going to do to make sure that you know what you need to do in order to get another salary increase? What type of expectations are there so that you guys can do that? What does your salary schedule look like? What's the training? More in-depth training for them that we are going to be establishing here with a strategic plan. But again, these are all like these additional things that we need to do for our staff, and we still have the same number of staff doing it all. So it just takes on more and more of a toll, and I don't want people to get burnt out. So with that, we're now going to go on into an encouraging presentation by Sadie Hayes on our analytics.